Hi there, welcome to In Snow. Our home is a giant ball of rock spinning through space. Its outer layer, the crust, both oceanic and continental, is compact when it comes to its density. Below the crust is the fairly firm upper mantle. Together with the crust, we call it lithosphere. The lithosphere is the outermost shell of a solid planet like our world. Compared to the asthenosphere, the lithosphere is much more cooler and more rigid. There are three categories when it comes to tectonic plates. Number 1, major plates or primary plates. Any plate having an area greater than 20 million square kilometers is considered a major plate. Number 2, minor plates or secondary plates. Compared to the major plate, any plate having an area less than 20 million square kilometers but greater than 1 million square kilometers is considered a minor plate. And number 3, microplates. Any plate having an area of less than 1 million square kilometers is considered a microplate. Tectonic plates have boundaries, but because of the hot interior of the Earth, it needs to cool down, and an effective way of doing that is releasing magma from the Earth's interior by erupting off the surface through a volcano. But how about earthquakes? How do they happen? Most earthquakes start because tectonic plates sometimes snag or stick as they slide past each other. Earthquakes are the shock waves from a sudden movement of a crack in the Earth's crust. Both volcanoes and earthquakes are ghastly unforeseeable, but they do not happen anywhere. Most occur in zones that coexist with the cracks between the massive tectonic plates that make up the surface of the Earth. And one of those massive tectonic plates is the Pacific Plate. At 103 million square kilometers, it is considered the largest tectonic plate. The Pacific Plate is just a portion of the Circum-Pacific Belt, or known as the Pacific Ring of Fire. Along the Pacific Ring of Fire, about 90% of the world's earthquakes occur, as well as most of the world's largest volcanic eruptions in the past many years. In an enormous horseshoe shape, kind of looks like the Omega sign, the Pacific Ring of Fire composes many series of oceanic trenches and plate movements. The Earth itself needs to cool down from all the geothermic processes occurring inside it, just like humans undergoing the process of sweating as a homeostatic response in temperature regulation. And the great but terrifying way to do that is through volcanic eruptions happening where tectonic plates collide. Depending on the pressure inside the main vent of a volcano, magma bursts through explosively, spewing out lava, ash, and fumes. The hotter the lava, the easier and farther it flows. Eventually, they will cool down into flat pancakes and crusty piles of rock. In conclusion, all these natural disasters can happen, but the important thing to remember is to stay calm and don't panic. Have you ever experienced an earthquake before? Where were you when that happened? Did you seek a good and strong cover such as tables or beds? Write them down in the comment section down below. If you haven't done so, click the like and the subscribe button to catch up with more updates from In Snow Geology. This has been GL and you just watched In the Snow.